Hey everybody, Asuka here. I'm gonna speak about a few things before I spit this piece for my beloved Danny. Um, okay, Work Well Wednesday. Work is hard, man. I am an intern for a counseling agency where I deal with people that are struggling to keep sober and clean from drugs and alcohol. And I'm working with people that may have typhus cases or just anything wrong, mental illness, all that other good stuff, and trying to help them to be confident in who they are. Today we watched Raisin in the Sun, the modern version with P. Diddy and Sanaa and Felicia Rashad. And we had them answer questions as to how they related to the movie. And I was looking at it, and I had a lot of issues with how the women are treated. And, like, if you want to be smart, then you're doing too much as a woman. And it's kind of like we can't win either way because we're not even being respected by our black men, which is why the last post on my Instagram is Mood for Life, because it doesn't cost you anything to be supportive of a black woman. Do you understand that we take care of the world? Do you understand if you support us and if you help us go further in life, that we will help the community go further in life? I really don't understand people that don't understand that. Like, women are mothers. Women give birth to nations just by who they are. That's why most teachers you see are women, because that's in our nature, of taking care of and of creating better community. So why do you guys, most guys, I didn't say all, but most guys respect their mother more than they respect their girl? And last time I checked, we have the same parts. We may even have the same skin tone, look similar, whatever. We still a female. The difference between me and your mama is that you may have different DNA, but we still female. We got that. We got that X. Okay? So why all of a sudden is it difficult for you to want to support us and want to be there for us? And why do you look at us as body parts? I mean, we not in France no more. Our bodies are not in anything called a case for museums. So last time I checked, if I want to go to a studio and I want to record, I want to record. I don't want to be subject to questions as, oh, can you do this for me? Or, oh, la da da, in that regard. And I'm like, I don't even know where I'm going to record. I'm going to hit up my friend Eric because I know I can trust him. But, like, I hate the fact that I've been going to studios or attempting to record, and it's been about what I could do for you. Dude, you already knew what I'm coming here for, so why you all of a sudden think that it's okay that you can ask for, my body? It's okay that you can ask for such and such and such. Like, I'm just really, really disturbed by that, and the fact that men feel as if a woman's body is theirs once you had it once, or once they're your girlfriend, or once they're your wife. Like, all of a sudden women have no brains, and we have no means of communicating, and we have no means of having a compromise, because all of a sudden our ideas don't matter. I've broken up with many men because they did that. Like, you sit there and make a decision for the both of us. Last time I checked, I had a brain. Last time I checked, I went to school. Last time I checked, I have an Ivy League degree on the wall. Okay? So how all of a sudden is my brain doesn't matter anymore? No. I don't know where you got that idea from, but you need to check yourself. Because we women are the ones that are going to emotionally hold you down, that are not going to tell everybody that you're crying on our shoulder at night. We're going to be the ones on the protest lines, like, screaming to make sure that you stay alive. And we're the ones worrying about you all the time. but yet you don't respect us, and that really pisses me off. And I thank Solange for doing everything that she's been doing with the seat at the table, because I really, really needed that. Yeah, so that's that point. And I also wanted to speak about Jonesy, because I haven't seen him in a minute. So the birthday picture had me, Danny, and Jonesy in it. Jonesy, my love, he left me for California, and he's been doing his thing, his comedic thing. If you haven't noticed, he's been on Gotham, and he's been on, what's it called? Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. Yes, honey, I love Jonesy, and he always cracks on me. The last time he was here, he cracked on me pretty bad when he was live streaming, but it's okay. I love him though. So he knows that I'm loud, and sometimes I'm too loud. But it's all in good fun and all in good support. So, yeah. I miss you, Jonesy. I hope everything is good. And I miss my Mantequilla sandwich. Like, we're missing a part of the bread. Like, we're missing a part of the bread. Because Jonesy is in Cali. Alright. So, let's get to the meat of this. And then I want to speak a little bit about why I wrote the poem, because I know everybody's gonna be like, how come you ain't read a poem for me? Where's my poem? How come I don't get a shout out on my birthday? I know y'all about to be all doing all that, but in due time, everybody gets their piece. It's just that Danny came on the scene, and he was like ferocious in the point where he was like, and when I found out how young he was starting on the scene, and that he didn't really, and he really like took it by storm, and just his wordplay is dope and dope and dope and dope as a rapper and as a poet, like, and the fact that he's in my spirit, and like I can call him a friend, is really awesome, because he pushes me a lot with just the way his words are. So this poem is called Ocean. Yeah, let me just let it speak for itself. Wonder how you stay so deep daily. No matter how much water you share, you have more and more to spare. From the rocks to the sand, they're forced to hear. Okay, yo, all them people on Facebook, y'all know I'm recording my videos, so what are you doing? For real. Chill out. Alright, let me start over, because I'm really mad with that. I wonder how you stay so deep daily. No matter how much water you can share, you have more and more to spare. From the rocks to the sand, they are forced to hear, despite their level of care. Droplets from the sky, your mana cements, your smile, your waves I gladly ride, as with beaches together we stride. I gaze at your vastness, forever amazed. I drink in your greatness and hope to expand my pond. I know it's easier said than done. History shows us that you're the one to watch, the one to learn from. The words cannot explain your commands of each sea. Seems like they were made for you to conquer. Tsunamis are never a downer, they just make you greater. You consume all the power. I love the music when you make you get louder. You are a demander, not a shouter, but I only wish I had the tools to complement or counter your effervescent moves. I hope you still found a floor you love more than our shore, or even your horizons. You're closer to that with every passing evening. So please take your time so I can understand your reason and rhyme, so I can recognize your tactics of engagement, all the big fish they like to visit, and with me I get in their midst. Is their mists. With me, all I get is their mists. And as they splash and swish through your undercurrent, all I wish is to remain vacationless, and your ocean to have enough room for me to join it. Permanent. With a lifetime permit. So that is Ocean. I wrote that speaking to Danny, because like he was really, really dominating the scene mad early. And I wanted to get some of that. I wanted to learn from that. In 3 years, I've been learning just by him being him, and just by, I bought his book and read it, and he put this really dope letter to me, and is saying how supportive I am and how he appreciates that. I mean, I only support realness and I only support truth, and if you're not going to be real or true, I really can't mess with you. Oh man, I was mad poetic in that. Okay, wow. But it's the truth. Like, I want to be around the truth. I want to be a vessel for the truth. And so when I see people that are spitting their life on the stage and they're just being real 100 all the time, and like, and you younger than me though, like Danny is younger than me, and I still can't get it. I still cannot get the immense, like, command this dude has. And he, like, really, dude, you've only been doing this for a short time and you are slaying everywhere. And just your spirit and your love to, like, try to change the world through what you're doing, and your love for just being you, and your love for being honest is what's really important to me. And that's what really I look up to and I admire. I know you know I love you. I tell you this all the time. But now you actually can hear it in words. So yeah, that was written in November of 2013. I think that might have been after your book came out. I don't remember exactly when your book came out, but I know it was around the time you were talking about it. And so just hearing your deepness and seeing you spit all over the place with Inspired Word, and like our group, at least I would love to say our core group, is like on some like superhero stuff. Like, we really trying to make a difference, and we really don't care who hears and who doesn't, because it's part of our mission and it's part of our heart. And I think that's why I gravitated to you, and how I gravitated to Roya at the same time, because you both had that same energy of like, yo, this is it, this is me, take it or leave it, and you left all your heart on the stage, and I always gravitate to people like that. So those people in that category who speak their truth, speak their life on the stage, and let it all out, you know I love you, you know I'm there for you, because that's how I was. Poetry was that. Poetry was my voice. Poetry was my life. Poetry is still my life. And I find solace in knowing that I can spit on the stage and people want me to be real and people want me to be raw, and people respect that more than fakeness that's, maybe on the radio. Speaking of on the radio, yo, Danny, your stuff is so dope. Your raps are so dope, and like, people need to understand, like, they need to support you, and for real, because you're talking about real stuff. So yeah, I don't listen to the radio that much. I just listen to my friends on SoundCloud or on Tidal if you got it, if you boss like that. Some of my friends are on Tidal, so if you're boss like that, then that's cool too. But yeah, Work Well Wednesday is about being true, about being real, about being yourself, and about living unapologetically who you are, and being a boss in wherever God puts you. So that's why I think that I can dedicate this one to Danny, the birthday boy, and Jonesy, because they both are being real, and they're both being themselves, and they're both living unapologetically. And so for the rest of us that are living that way, I love you. And if I haven't told you that anytime soon, know that it's in my heart. And if I haven't shouted you out publicly, in due time. As I said, that poem was written in 2013 and it is 2016. So everybody gets their voice in my head in due time. And sometimes the words don't come out naturally. So I have to wait until the words come out naturally. I'm gonna just ignore that. Woosah. Be a suka right now. Yeah, words come out naturally. And I'd rather it be naturally about you and me than me force it, because you're like, oh, where's my poem about me, Like, I write naturally. I don't write forced. And even when people ask me to write things, I wait until God gives me the words, or I wait until I have a aha moment. So even if you asked me to write something for you months ago and it still hasn't come, it's because God hasn't given me the words yet. And that's the only way I can write in my truth. It's when I have inspiration, and is when God gives me the words, because I want it to relate to you and I want it to be real. And if I'm sitting there saying I have to write this poem for this person, then I'm going to struggle finding the words because it's not coming naturally. I'm not channeling them. I'm not thinking about them. I'm thinking about, oh my God, I got to get this poem because this person wants it. Nah, that's not how it works, son. If you really want something real, if you really want something from my heart, you got to give me time to create it. And because the words come like something that you should hear, that I want you to know about yourself, or that I want you to be inspired by. I'm not no cookie cutter, nothing. Once I hit the Hollywood scene, I'm too stubborn to change. So I'm not gonna let somebody tell me this is how I want you to be. I'm not gonna tell somebody that you can't wear your head wraps if you feel like it. I'm not gonna allow somebody to tell me that I have to wear makeup all the time, because all y'all know I barely ever wear makeup, and when I do, it's for special occasions, or it's for like my lipstick line if I'm trying out some stuff. So yeah, it's all about just being real in your work and finding your passion. And when you find your passion, then you can be more real and you can be more truthful. And that way you can get a lot of people to understand and to kind of buy into what you're selling, because you're selling truth. And it's not really you being a poet or you being a musician that's selling yourself. You're selling true life. You're selling determination. You're selling triumph. You're selling struggles. You're selling sorrows, but you're selling your triumph out of those things because you were able to create beautiful art. And if people don't start looking at music and poetry like that, or even just acting and writing and everything like that, then we're never going to move past the idea of, you don't deserve that $15 for that book, or you don't deserve that $15 for that one poem, that broadside, or you don't deserve $100 something per feature, per performance. If people don't understand that this is coming out of our soul, that we're bearing ourselves when we create art out of a blank sheet of paper, then we're never going to really move forward, and the pen will never be mightier than a sword. And that really makes me scared, because that's how I've been living the life, that I've been trying to understand the truth of the pen is mightier than the sword. And I'm trying to make my pen damn so mighty. I'm trying to make my pen so mighty that it cuts just like a sword. On that note, find your pens, guys. Asuka loves you. I'm going to post this up so that Danny can see it, and so that he can be like, oh my God, I love you, Asuka. I know he loves me. He don't got to tell me. But, yeah, let me know what you guys thought of the poem. And please do not comment of like, oh, where's my poem? Please. Please. Because I already told you just now that it comes naturally. So if you're in my circle and I tell you I love you all the time, I'm probably already creating something for you, but it hasn't been done yet. It hasn't finished yet. So please do not comment on this video like, where's my poem though? Like, my birthday was last week. Where's my poem though? Please do not. I can't handle that right now. Alright? I love y'all. I'm going to get to homework and I'm going to post this for my love. Okay? I'm out.